and we've reached the end of this course. I hope you made it a habit to observe dogs without prejudice, with empathy, with no preconceived notions, and an eye for detail. Observing animals doesn't have to be a means to an end. It's a way of life. You can do it all the time, everywhere. I want to tell you two small quick stories. The first one is about one of my students and a spider. She was sending me a lot of messages and pictures and stories about a spider that was living in her bathroom and she was observing. And then she said one day, Sindhu, look, the spider has babies inside a tiny hole in the wall. And I asked her, how did you even know how to look in that hole? I would never have imagined. And she said, oh, I observed the spider. Every time somebody came into the bathroom, the spider would get afraid and she would run back to this particular spot. It was always the spot. So I went and I looked. That's what I mean by observing. Another similar story. On this site that we are building a house here, we have a site manager. Her name is Ovia. So this is a story about Ovia and a little bird. One day she came up to me and she said, ma'am, do you have a mirror? I want to take pictures of a bird that has laid eggs and the eggs have hatched inside a bamboo. We use a lot of bamboo around here. So it's about a 2-inch little hole in the center of the bamboo on top of a structure with so little space that we could not even fit our camera on top. She needed a mirror to put to keep it there and get a reflection and see if we can get pictures. Such a tiny hole, I could not have imagined that some living thing could even go in there. Maybe creepy crawlies, but not a bird, and laid eggs and they've hatched. And so I asked her again, how did you know that this bird has even laid eggs there? How can you see inside it? You can't even see inside it. And she said the same thing. I kept observing that the bird kept going back to the same place over and over and over. And that's what I mean when I say make it a way of life. Observe as much as you can. Be mindful as much as you can. The task ahead of us is learning to observe without judgment or prejudice. Don't rush into analyzing things. Of course, we need to analyze, and that can come later. But first, observe equanimously, with childlike curiosity. There's a lot to learn from it. It's not just about dog behavior. We learn mindfulness from it. And mindfulness is not easy to practice. It's the need of the hour, but not easy to practice. However, we have help. We have help from nature and animals around us. It could be the spider in the wall, birds in the tree, birds in the bamboo, dogs in your house, or even on the streets. We have a lot of help that helps us practice. And it is worth practicing. I cannot dive into the benefits and the power of mindfulness and the need that we have in such a short video, in such a short course. But do take a second to drop in our Facebook reviews or Google reviews and see what others have to say on how this has benefited them. A common theme that you will see repeating across all of this is that it doesn't change just the way they deal with dogs, but the way they live their life itself. Because the BHARCS way is not really a dog training technique, as I mentioned earlier. It's a way of life that we practice with the help of our dogs or other animals. So, if this way of life is right for you, then do plunge in, and we are here to support you through this. If you want to learn more about the BHARCS way, there are several ways to do that. So the first is you can go to our website, social media. There's a lot of free content there in the form of videos, blogs, podcasts. You can get lost there in that world for quite a bit. Once you're done with that, if you're hungry for more and if you're a reader, you can pick up a copy of my book, Dog Knows, Learning How to Learn from Dogs. It's being translated as we speak. So by the time you watch this video, it may be ready. So check our social media for that. If you're not able to get a physical copy, there are Kindle copies too. And if you're really struggling to get a copy of the book, mail us. We'll help you out. Number 3, if online courses are your thing, you can sign up for Canine Essential 101. That's a logical extension of this course. It's a deep dive on this way of life that I keep talking about, that's built on communication, connection, emotional needs and emotional regulation, secure attachment, and all that good stuff. And you know by now how all of this can be extremely powerful, not just with dogs, but in our own lives and several aspects of our lives. We have people who come and tell us that it helps us with their own journey with mental health. So it can be very deeply personal in that sense and very intense. So if you feel like you're ready for this kind of an intense journey that is supported by your dogs, then do sign up for Canine Essential 101. Once you've signed up for Canine Essential 101, you can then sign up for the BHARCS Auditorium as well. Now, CE 101, much like this course, is a collection of pre-recorded lectures and discussions, but the auditorium is where we have live events and we make the recordings available as well, and we have different kinds of events. So, for instance, every month we have the AMA or the Q&A session where you can come in and ask me anything, as the young people say. I learned that term from them. So you can ask any question if you're doing this course and you are wondering how to apply this, are a little not sure. AMAs are perfect for you. One AMA is going to be part of the auditorium every month. The auditorium also includes a monthly conclave. Now the conclave is where we cover advanced topics. The advanced topics can go all over the place. It could have to do with politics and history of how we interact with dogs, what decolonization has anything to do with dogs, what fungi networks can teach us about the social structure of dogs, how does conflict look in free living dogs, what does personality of dogs really mean, is it something that we just test out or is it something that we create and co-create with our dogs. So, a lot of fun and rich and yummy, exciting advanced topics there. The advanced topics may be of more interest to professionals, and accordingly we have created two paths or two bundles. One is for those who identify as caregivers or pet parents. So, if you want to apply the BHARCS way in your own home with your own dog, that bundle consists of the CE 101, the Canine Essential 101, along with a few AMA sessions, Q&A sessions. So, we can interact and you can try and apply this in your own home. If you are more academically interested or professionally interested, then you can look at the professional bundle that combines CE 101 with the conclave and the AMA, a few of them, and once your auditorium bundles expire, you can always purchase more. And for those who are signed up for CE 101, you're also welcome to join our private groups that we have of others who are also on this journey, so that you don't feel alone. You can always ask questions. And of course, the course itself has a very active comment section, and either me or somebody from the BHARCS staff tries to respond to almost all the queries and comments that you may have in there. So, we're not going to leave you to do this alone. We're here with you all the way. CE 101 also has lifetime access. So, if you don't want to do this one shot for whatever reason, life happens, right? Or you want to pace yourself, try it out, we encourage you to do all that. You can come back anytime. You can come back multiple times too. A lot of people do that because they feel there's a lot for them to learn. And if you're feeling excited about all this and you feel ready, one last thing, don't forget to check out the discount coupons that we have for you. So, it's going to be available in the description, and if not, you can mail our office learn@barks.com and we will offer our little gesture of love to you. This course was brought to you free of cost in the hope that we are able to give a lot more people access to better knowledge and improve practices around us. We hope to achieve the same goal through education and research, and we could do with some help, your help. You see, this path that you have embarked on, by now you should be realizing that it's not one that can be walked easily by ourselves. It is one done collectively. It requires social change. It's not enough just for us to do things differently. We need the society around us to support us as well. And that's really what we want to do. And we can make the social change happen in our lifetime. It can come back to benefit us directly. When I started talking about yawns being a sign of stress, people would laugh at me once upon a time. Now, we see government circulars with it, we see books written about it, we see influencers talking about it, and even service providers like for our dogs, for like groomers or vets are becoming sensitive to it. And so, our agenda is now being supported socially. And therefore, you see, our personal agendas and social agendas overlap here, and that's why we need your support. So So if you're willing to do that and happy to do that and enjoy the benefits of not just internal change but social change, then please do check out in the description for links and details on how you can be part of something much bigger. You can be part of the social change. And of course, please do share this course with anybody who might be able to appreciate it. Not everybody is going to be able to appreciate it. So if you can think of people who are going to be sensitive enough to this way of life, then do share the gift with them. Host watch parties, maybe call friends over, neighbors, maybe people at your work, maybe your kids' school, people may be interested in it. So give them this gift of this course. And don't forget to leave us a review. It's often the people who dislike it that never forget, but the people who like it can often forget. So please don't forget. And that's it from me. It's time to say goodbye. I have to, but I hope to see you as part of the BHARCS community. I'm really looking forward to listening to your journey and being part of it. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you.